Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Cooking Uncovered. This afternoon I'd like to show you a quick and easy way to make choux pastry which transforms into either eclairs or cream puffs. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very, very simple. In the pot here I've got boiling water, half a cup, and 1/4 cup of butter. Into that I'm going to throw in all at once my flour and my sugar and my salt. And it's half a cup of flour, all at once. And you have to stir very vigorously right away until it all starts to come together in a lump. You're going to turn your heat down at this point, and you stir, 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 stir over heat until it forms into a ball. And you're also cooking off the moisture at the same time. So this is what you end up with. Like this, a big lump, oops, there you are, a big lump of dough, basically. So that's flour, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt over the heat. And now the moisture is just coming out. Now, you take that and you put it into your mixer, or you can use a hand mixer if you wish. So this goes into the mixer. Now, you turn your mixer on, and what you need to do at this point is you need to cool down that dough. Because it's boiling hot at this point. You need to cool it down because you have to add 2 eggs. If you add the eggs right now, you'll cook the eggs and that won't work. Meanwhile, I've got my tray ready with my parchment. I've got a piping bag ready to go. And I have, for the finishing touch, I had a little, seriously, a 1/4 cup of whipped cream left over, and that's all I've got in the house, but we're going to still use it. So I whipped that by hand, and to that I've added a buttercream paste, which I'll talk about, andLl put it on my website for sure, and I got that from our cousin Susan. She puts that in all her whipped cream product, and it's perfect. So this is ready to go for the top of the eclair, to fill the eclair with. So this is cooling down nicely, it's perfect. So I'm going to take my whipped cream, first of all, and I will put it into a piping bag. A little amount that I have, but it still goes into a piping bag. Now notice, I have my piping bag over a glass. It's just so much simpler to do it this way. So that's my whipped cream for afterwards. It's perfect. So I'm going to pull that out here. And that's ready to go. Great. So I'm going to put that actually back in the fridge. On this burner over here, I have 4 pieces of chocolate. I've just broken them off and into the double boiler over here, and that's ready to go. And we're going to just dip our eclairs or our cream puffs in the chocolate afterwards. Okay, this is cooled down enough that I can add my 2 eggs. So in go your 2 eggs. And now you watch it, and what happens to the dough, it breaks down and goes into little lumps, and then all of a sudden it comes back up and it forms into this beautiful shiny dough that we're going to put into the piping bag again and use for our cream puffs. So here's my second bag with a star tip, and we'll put the dough in here, and I'm going to pipe it right onto my baking sheet here. So your oven is at 400 degrees. So you bake these at 400 degrees for 15 minutes, turn the oven down to 325 for about 30 minutes, and then you let them completely go cold. Take them out of the oven, let them completely go cold, and let them dry out, because that's what you want. All right, this dough has come together perfectly. It's absolutely perfect. I'm going to show this to you. We're going to just take a spoon, and what it looks like in the bowl is that, which is perfect. And I'm going to take all that dough and just put it into my piping bag that's on my glass. And this is just a really convenient way of doing this, so you don't have to hold the piping bag as well as try to get it out of the bowl. So all the dough goes into there. And then I'm going to show you how to pipe a couple. So you have choices here. You can either do cream puffs or eclairs. There's so many things you can do with this dough. It's absolutely perfect. So into the piping bag, pull that off, pull it up. And now, I'll show you on here because it's a little bit better. Can you see that? All right, so now you can either do just cream puffs, which are just circles, and you pull up and just push that knob down. So I'll show you again with that, just a circle like that, push it down. Or you can do eclairs, which are long, long tubular things. Now I know it's hard to see with this light, sorry about that, but here it goes. You start and then you finish. Twist your piping bag so you end up with that. Isn't that cool? So that's how you have to make sure that they're wide enough apart so that they don't touch each other. So, okay, you finish piping, get that into the oven. Now, I'm going to show you how to finish it off because, of course, I did a recipe a little bit earlier. Okay, so this is the way they come out. Looking like this, or if you want the small cream puffs, they're like this. All right, so what you do is you take your whipped cream that we have here. Now these are after they've got to be stone cold, right? They're absolutely cold. You can either cut them open with a sharp knife, so I'm just going to cut them gently. Try to get them as even as you can. And then you just open them up like this. And see they're kind of hollow inside? That's exactly what you want. So you take your whipped cream, you pipe in your beautiful whipped cream, you cover them over like that. Now either you can drizzle over the top with this beautiful chocolate, or you can dip the ends in, or whatever you want. I mean, this is so fabulous. If I had more whipped cream, what I would do is I would drizzle it on it because I'd thin the chocolate down with a little bit of whipped cream, but as I said, I'm out of whipped cream. So for today, I'm just going to have the chocolate dipped eclairs. Lovely. Now I also have a little cream puff here, and look at how beautiful and hollow it is on the inside. So you take your whipped cream, you fill it up with whipped cream, and I'm going to dip the top in chocolate. Put that down, dip your top in chocolate, and you can melt any type of chocolate. And, oh, that's good. And there you have these beautiful little cream puffs, which are so delicate and so delicious for any dessert, for any dinner, for any gathering. And also, the beauty about this is you can also put savory fillings in them. So, for those of you who are going to try the choux pastry, either at school or at home, good luck with that. And these are, ooh, I can hardly wait. Thanks for joining me on Cooking Uncovered, and have a great choux pastry day.